UN brings this money in your name to help us. And on behalf of the women and children of this country, I am asking UN for account of this money. I want Nigerians to know that all these monies we're talking about are meant to help them with it. But instead of them helping us, this is what they do. They use our money to do number one, policies, oral technical support, not physical technical support, oral technical support. And then meetings, they use pen to write off all this money, while the people the monies are brought for are there suffering. And when you ask them, they will tell us they use it for advocacy. Who asked them? Who begged you? Now who you help with it? Who begged you to come and do advocacy for us when we're suffering of hunger?
It's the guts for me. I mean, it's the guts to be able to this level of entitlement. And then, surprisingly, this country has depreciated a whole deal, because that's a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria vowing to challenge. Okay, now I understand that the United Nations through its agencies have got some responsibility to Nigerians, but you see, that should be Nigerians requesting that you are supposed to do this, and it's not even a type. There are ways you even make pleas for these things, but then a minister is saying that our people is suffering, our people are suffering, people are impoverished. Whose responsibility is it supposed to be? When we run a government, so you have a government, it's like saying that your father and your mother complaining to one of your uncles or maybe grandfather or whatever that you have not taken care of my children. See, Bola Tinubu has really infested this country with a lot of virus that should be corrected. And I'm really disappointed. This video asks me to say the least. It's annoying, it's irritating. And then it's something that all of us should be really, really pained about. This is deliberate. Okay, there is colonialism, there is neo-colonialism, there is imperialism and several. But this one is either it is neo-Confucianism or it's Mumuism, because there is nothing else that explains a government official that has got a chance and responsibility and accountability to his people complaining that the monies that you should come out, yes, we agree they should account for it, but not for you as a government official. Your primary assignment is to govern and take care of the people. When you can no longer do that, then you resign. You resign. I don't begin to sound this entitled. Unfortunately, Nigeria is in the continent of Africa where rubbish is taken, and then you pass the blames to others. Oh, United Nations. Oh, it's our colonial masters, Britain. Oh, it's the US. Oh, it's the play of world power. It's the economic challenge and competition. Oh, it's Russia. Is this? That's how we have continually done. And the government of the day continue to heap abuses and insult and embarrassment on our people. Now, a government official is challenging United Nations to provide accountability for the money it collected from donor agencies, from organizations that they said they want to use for Nigeria. So who is taking care of the American citizens? Shameful. I want to watch this video. Some countries in the continent of Africa has taken the lead. Nigeria is just big for nothing. Giant of Africa for nothing. Go and check what Kenya is doing. Go and check what Mauritius is doing. Go and check what Zimbabwe is doing. Go and check what Zambia is doing. Go and check what Rwanda is doing. Morocco, South Africa, and a couple of these countries. But here we are seeing here being entitled to United Nations organizations. Watch the video. Madam, tell us what we don't know. Rubbish.
What they have understood, what these countries have understood, is that economic freedom is at the center for prosperity building. Rwanda, for example, Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, is explicit about it. He said he wants to be the Lee Kuan Yew he wants to be the Singapore of Africa, and Lee Kuan Yew is his model. Now, the dirty mouths are going to start shouting, oh yeah, see, authoritarian, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Me, I want to talk only about on the economic side. If you take Lee Kuan Yew and Singapore as your example, then it means that, like him, you're going to have to be serious about economic freedom. And that's exactly what he did. That's what Singapore did. When Singapore figured that out, they went on to put in the right reforms to make their environment some of the most business-friendly environments in the world, one of the most free markets environment in the world. And you saw the magic of Singapore. Today, Singapore is richer than its ex-colonizer, Great Britain. So when I hear people telling me today, oh, Africa is poor because of colonization, I'm like, please, let's move on from that. Does it have maybe a tiny percentage in where we are today? Maybe, and I don't know. But I know it's not the cause. Because if it were, countless countries have been colonized before. And by the way, colonizing one another is humanity's history. It just happened that maybe Africa has been one of the last, colonized region in the world. So in our psyche, it is there, and it acts like nothing happened before to others. But flash news, it's the history of the world. We've been capturing each other back and forth, all of that. So anyway, but the truth is, Singapore, richer than Great Britain today. And then Hong Kong happened. And then because Hong Kong happened, China even today happened. Because China's like, wait a minute, what went on over there? And then China went on to do the exact same thing with its SEZs, the special economic zones, some of the most free market zones in the world. And then look at it happen in communist China, who, when it comes to economics, decided that we're going to do the free market, we're going to be capitalist, because that's the only way. We tried everything else. We killed hundreds of millions of people, and we have nothing to show for it. But now that we're tired of being disrespected members of society, because guess what? That's the other thing too. You want to be respected in this world? You're going to have to be among the prosperous ones for other reasons. Would it be nice, G, that we respect people just because? Absolutely. But that's really not the world we live in. So when China got tired of being disrespected, they're like, maybe we got to build also some prosperity here, because then they're going to hear us. And today, China, being one of the, being where it is at, even Hollywood, who tries to tell the world how to think, is being told by China what movies to make and how to tweak stories and history in order to be palatable for them. You see the power that comes with being prosperous.